remember when it started exactly, but the dream of having a fantastic adventure in far-off places grabbed my heart early and has yet to let go. You see, my hero is Dragon Master Dine. Outside my village, there's a monument made in his honor.
Hey guys, so this is a video review of Lunar Silver Star Story Complete for the PlayStation. I played this because I actually tried it out. I actually played a little bit of it way back when I actually owned the PlayStation. Well, I mean, I still own it, but way back when the game was, you know, new. And I liked it. But the copy that I bought was a used copy because that's all I could find. And unfortunately, it was scratched. And so I could only get to a certain part in the game, and then I couldn't play any further because there was a cutscene and it wouldn't load the cutscene and it would lock up. But it's a very good game. Graphics are, you know, a little outdated, but it's loaded with humor, like this scene right here. I'll shut up so you can listen to the funny humor. Anywho, I don't know how the video quality is going to come out on me. This is a new camera too. I got the Flip Ultra HD for Christmas. But this is not a review of the Flip, so let's talk about the game. Combat is, it's pretty standard. It's turn-based, but the interesting thing about it is that it's sort of like it's got a little bit of a tactical element to it because your characters can move around on the battlefield. I would say it's kind of like Grandia, if you've ever played that, but it's a little bit different. The battle does get kind of repetitive. You can see the enemies on screen and they chase after you and you can avoid them, but in a lot of situations you really can't avoid them. Like they'll be blocking a passage or something like that, which is understandable, but still, I don't know. I got about 26 hours on this game before I finally beat it, and I didn't really do any heavy grinding or anything like that. Actually, I didn't do any grinding at all. And the difficulty level was so-so. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I died on a few boss battles, but then, you know, I reload and whip their ass. Boss battle strategy is pretty easy. You just pretty much boost up your guys and keep using your special moves. Nothing special, really. If I seem a little funky today, it's because I'm under the weather. A little cold, but I wanted to get this stuff off my hard drive because I got another game coming up to do for the Sega Saturn, but that'll wait. Here's a boss battle just to show an example of one. I didn't really plan for it. As you can see, Jessica's got low health, but I still whooped ass. It was a pretty long fight. But as you can see, like I said, the graphics aren't the greatest, but they're good enough for what it is. I'll let you watch a little bit while I think about what I'm going to say, because this is sort of impromptu. I didn't have a script that I wrote or anything like that. Fucking tired. Okay, let's talk about the story. The story in the game is, you know, it's pretty standard save the world type stuff, nothing special. I mean, it may sound like I'm making this game out to be lackluster, but if you haven't played it, you really should give it a shot because it's hilarious. The characters, you'll fall in love with them. They're just excellent, and their interactions with each other are great. The only character I didn't really like at all is Nash, and, you know, that's for obvious reasons. When you play the game, he's kind of a douche. But Kyle and Jessica, they're fucking hilarious. Mia's not really that that special either, but my favorite character is not actually a playable character, but a sort of little helper, is Null, the little flying cat thing. He's a he. I don't know why, for some reason I always think it's a she, but I know it's a he. Anyways, Null is like this little flying cat, and it's just freaking hilarious, the stuff it says. Like, if you talk to... This is a game where you really want to talk to all the NPCs, even animals, because you'll get commentary from Null that's just great. It's just excellent. And Null comes in handy too. Like, sometimes when you have dead characters in a fight, Null will revive them for you. Granted, he'll revive them with 1 HP, but still, it's better than having to waste an angel tier, which I really didn't buy much of in the game. I just sort of went through the game as fast as I could, because I got like 20 old school games I'm going to be doing, and hopefully I'll be doing video reviews for all of them. Things that this game needs improvement upon is the item system, and they actually did. There have been a lot of iterations of the game, remakes, and I know that they changed the item system in Lunar Legends, I think it's called, for the Game Boy Advance, and I played that for a little bit, and I really didn't like the translation differences and the way that the story plays out. It's just horrible. I do not recommend the Game Boy Advance version at all. That being said, unfortunately, the Game Boy Advance version has the best battle system, in my opinion. They changed it to like a Final Fantasy turn-based battle system, which I've always loved, so it's give and take, I guess. I mean, it's worth it to play the Working Designs one just for the translation alone. There is the PSP version, which has, you know, updated graphics, and from what I've seen, a very similar script, and I would have loved to have played that version, but unfortunately, I don't own a PSP, so... And I couldn't get emulators to work. This is actually played in an emulator. I used the PSX emulator because I couldn't get it working in ePSXe for some reason. And I actually did get it working on the second disc. I don't know what I did, but something changed in the settings and it worked. And it looks better in ePSXe, so I recommend that emulator if you're going to go that route. But yeah, it's a great game. I definitely recommend it. But, you know, don't go into it thinking you're going to get, like, this masterpiece game. I mean, some people might hate me for saying that, but the truth is, there's really nothing super special about it other than the script. And that's really all you're going to play it for, is for the script. So, yeah. Anywho, as you can see, I won the fight. And you level up, and sometimes the level up screens go way too slow. One of the interesting things in the combat is that the melee characters like Kyle and Alex, they get multiple attacks, which is kind of cool, because like if you pick an enemy to fight and then you smack him and he dies and you still have an attack left, you go to the nearest one, which is kind of nice, actually. I liked that. You don't usually see that in turn-based RPGs, multiple hits, unless it's like a skill. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, not much time left, so rating. I give the game a total rating of 7 out of 10. It's very solid. But I would say 5 of those points are for the humorous script and the characters. Through 2 of those points would be for graphics, I guess. I mean, the graphics, like I said, aren't great, but they grow on you. Alright, here's a little humor. I'll let you watch this.